Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews here with my boy, my Ramley, my ace point guard extraordinaire, fake ass DJ, Laker fan to the end, Mr. Rodney Lusain.
And the end is near, Playboy. The end is very near. This
Now it's funny. Before we started recording, I was like, "Oh, you got on your funeral outfit tonight, huh?" You
and this is what I had queued up.
man, hand over the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Brian, it's been real, player.
That's funny. You put it on Bron, huh?
I mean, I feel like him and AR. Like
Nah,
this is it for y'all.
right. Nah, for sure. AR. It's crazy because I feel like I was saying this shit last playoffs. I was like, if in last playoffs, I was like, if he can't be the third wheel, this year he was moved up to the second wheel. How shit unfolded. But I was like, if he can't be the third wheel, he has to be traded for the third wheel. I said that last year. Then we went through a whole season, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. I mean, all this shit is just coming back because we was like, him nor JJ can clear their slate with the regular season.
Mm.
It's nothing neither one of them two can do in this regular season to clear the stink of what they did in last playoffs. We got to see what y'all do in the playoffs. And here we are again. I mean, JJ has been better. He's tried some different shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't been glaring like it was last year. We still about to get swept, so he don't get no points. But it ain't like he flamed out like last year. But AR, man, we right back in the same position with him. Like playoff defense cuts his water off. And then the part that really got me pissed this year is he's bitching about the refs. Like I feel like that's all in his head. You know what I'm saying? Like having meetings with the ref after games and shit, and then all this. Come on, man, that's loser shit. You know what I'm saying? That's loser shit. Like it's enough that these niggas is locking you up, but then you got us looking like whiners.
And who's locking him up? Like
Everybody.
I honestly like when I watch the game, if OKC start pulling away, OKC even go up like 6. I'm like, all right, dude, let me turn, watch something else, come back. So I haven't seen much of the series at all.
And that's the problem is they got so many dudes. It'd be AJ Mitchell sometimes. It'd be Wallace sometimes. Like they got it don't even be Dort. Like Dort ain't even had to do it. Like he ain't even warmed up to the point where they like we gonna put Lou Dort on him. Lou Dort like I'm gonna just stay on Bron.
Because that was the thing last year against Minnesota. Like
It
it
was
was
McDaniels.
or Ant.
Right.
And they was always talking about Ant and AR was Olympic teammates or they was in a USA program together.
They
And
shouldn't even mention them in the same sentence.
and they kept doing it. And at times, I mean, you could just tell like Ant is like, dude,
Yeah.
they have no idea what was going on in them practices.
Right.
I was
Nah.
slaying you in those practices, but they want to
And
make it
Ant would
seem like
probably say that. Because they interviewed Ant at halftime of one of the games. And he's like, I told that rookie, man, if I had my legs, he would have got dunked on. He said that at the halftime interview. And he was like,
right.
but he knew though. He said, but he knew though.
But so McDaniels and Ant is locking you up last year, and it's like, okay, at least you're getting locked up by some legit dudes. Even though that wasn't no solace to us, we gotta beat them dudes. Like they was I think we low key kind of wanted Minnesota
We
going into the
did.
playoffs last year. Like that's
We
what we was
did.
like, yeah, we gonna have them. Like so, you know, for him to roll it into this year and now be getting locked up by some dudes that ain't got that name.
Right. But see, that's the thing about Minnesota, though, is they so deep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
OKC or Minnesota?
I mean, OKC, my bad. OKC. And I'm not excusing Austin at all. You know what I'm saying? He gets no pass from me. But I'm just saying that shows the depth that they got. That they got 3, 4 legit wing defenders. Like legit. Like you, I mean, again, we don't know because that's how they are scoring too. They got 3, 4 legit scores on the wing that we don't even really know about.
Right.
Like McCain's had a 20-point game. We know about him because you know what I'm saying. But the random fan is like, who? You know what I'm saying? And then I just keep going back to AJ Mitchell and Wallace. Like they've taken Shea ain't even balling.
Right.
Marcus Smart is locking Shea up. Marcus Smart is picking Shea up full court. And then 80% of the time, they running the double at Shea. Like Marcus Smart will pick him up full court. Then once they cross half court and he even think he want to do a move, the double is coming. So it's been these other wings, these random wings, but they are killing on O and D.
Isaiah Joe, Aaron
And it's not even
Wiggins.
him. Like a couple of the games, he didn't even get in. It's been Wallace,
Mitchell.
and right. Them two for sure. Oh, yeah, right. Them other two, though, been doing it both ways. Like, well, shit, Mitchell's averaging 17.
Right.
Wallace is, oh, huh?
I said right.
Wallace is only averaging 8, but that's probably for the whole playoffs. I'm sure he's averaging more than that in this series. Yeah, the last 2 games, he's had 16 and 12. And those are 2 that's been guarding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, Wallace is 6'3", and Mitchell is 6'4". That's it's them, my nigga. Them 2 been responsible for AR this series. You know what I'm saying? On both ends, because they scoring too.
And
So
that's my biggest thing. I mean, because I know he had 25 one game, probably might have been the last game or game 3.
AR, it was the second game he came back. The first game he came back, he shit the bed.
So that was against Houston. He had 25.
Nah, it was in this series.
Okay, because he came back last series. He came back against Houston. He came back game 5 and was
And we
terrible.
won in 6.
Right.
Okay, so then game 6 was when he played well. So then I guess he ain't been playing good in this series then.
Nah, I feel like he had a 25-point game. It was
He had
probably
31.
game 2.
Yes. Yes. But that's been it. Game
And
1, he had 8. Huh?
And that's not enough.
Game 3, he had 17, but it was on 5 for 13 shooting.
My thing with him is the other end. Like, who's he guarding?
Right. Nah. He's been getting used. He's been getting
especially when we got Luka and LeBron. And LeBron's played better defense. LeBron's done great. Like, it's kind of a trip because we was talking about the Kevin Hart roast. You was talking about the fact that Draymond was on the roast. And Draymond, I used to love Draymond so much. Like when he was in college, when he first got to the league, I loved his game. I was like, dude, he got a lot more than cats think he got. But then he got to a spot where he started getting full of himself and started feeling like, yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer type shit. And
which he probably is now.
He is, but it's like, all right, Draymond, you still like you need to be that humble kid from Saginaw or whatever the hell you from, Flint.
Right.
Like you just need to keep being that gritty dude. Like, don't be out here talking like you, like the whatever going on between him and Doc's kid now.
Oh, Austin Rivers. It's crazy because I was gonna ask you about that. Did you hear? Because that came up because he said Steve Kerr stunted his growth.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, did you hear that? Because that goes to what you were saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be that humble kid, because that's what Austin Rivers was like, Draymond. What growth? Like, this nigga made you, giving you that role he gave you, saved your career. He was like, you've never been a scorer. Like, what did you want them to unlock in you? This is what Austin was saying. And that's what triggered Draymond. And I'm like, I mean, he was right, though. For you to come out and be like Steve Kerr stunted your growth, it's like, come on, man. Like, he gave you a style that allowed you to have a long career. If a coach had tried to make you a scorer, y'all both would have got fired. That coach would have been gone and you would be out the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to try to have that argument now that Steve Kerr stunted your growth is like, come on. I mean, but you know, he's smart enough and he's witty enough to come back at Austin Rivers and make him look silly. But his point wasn't wrong.
Right.
It wasn't like he was saying some way off shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, finish your point
And
though.
I don't even know why I brought LeBron up. Was it something about Reed? I mean, not LeBron. Oh,
You
okay.
said
Actually, it was LeBron.
you said LeBron's doing so good, and then you said, and it's funny because
Right,
Draymond was
right. Because Draymond will do a lot of that shit, and I'll like at my core, I'm like, cool, like I love that. And then he'll open his mouth, and I'll be like, dude, I can't really fuck with you like that.
right.
And that's kind of how I am with LeBron right now. Like he's playing great.
Nah,
Like
for
I love
41.
right. You know, and I think my original point was he can't do a whole lot on D, but I mean, he's
Serviceable. He's
serving
serviceable.
exactly.
He's
And
not
then
gonna just get drugged. Like they not gonna just hunt LeBron. He's not gonna allow that.
right,
Y'all might get buckets, but it ain't gonna just be nigga get me in the pick and roll. Like that's how Austin is, though. It's crazy because everything you were saying is like the arguments niggas been using all day about why AR can't get paid by us. You know what I'm saying? I've heard 3 different people say the same thing you was just saying. Like long term, you can't build around Luka and AR. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron. But
right.
LeBron ain't gonna be the problem if he's the second dude. If it's Luka, LeBron, and somebody else that's gonna play D, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But Luka, AR, and LeBron, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying the same thing you were saying. It's about how AR one is not able to score against playoff D, but 2, they hunting him.
He's
And
not
that's
able
the
to
part that's
play playoff D.
huh?
He's not able to play playoff D.
And that's the part that's more egregious, is because that's against dudes like AJ Mitchell and Wallace. We're not even having you guarding Shea. You know what I'm saying? They able to get their third and fourth dudes off on you. You know what I'm saying? So, but the other part is they like you lose AR for nothing.
Right.
If you just let him walk, then that's also not a championship formula. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's saying like a sign and trade is like the most, you know what I'm saying? And even if the trade part is not immediately, like that's why it's crucial to sign him to a contract that is tradable.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Austin, we can't give you 50 because when we try to trade you, nobody gonna want that. But if we give you 35 to 40, you know what I'm saying? They like a $240 million contract, ain't gonna nobody picking that up. But for 140, you know what I'm saying? If we can get you for 140, then when we ready to trade you, somebody will do that. You know what I'm saying? So again, here we are in that same scenario. And the problem is San Antonio was growing up. When we was going through this last year, it was just how are we gonna get past OKC? All of a sudden now San Antonio is like, man, by next year, we gonna be OKC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like we're further behind than we were last year as
Mm.
far as like getting to the championship level, not just making the playoffs and getting out the first round. Like, how much closer are we to the teams at the top than we were last year? You know what I'm saying? I feel like AR is more exposed. Luka's another year hurt. LeBron's another year older. Like, we haven't, and that's what somebody else pointed out. Like, the only dude that we have playing in the league from like our last 3, 4 drafts that's getting real minutes is Max Christie. And he ain't even getting those minutes with us. Like, that's what they were saying. Like, that's how you got to build your team nowadays. You got to find dudes on the margins because you not that big three shit is over. And they're like, that's what OKC got. And Houston and San Antonio. They got young niggas that's cheap, that's in the rotation. We don't have none of that. Austin, the only one, and we about to have to break the bank for him. Like, these teams got young dudes like that they're not even paying. And like OKC, as soon as they come up for money, they can get rid of them and bring in some new lottery picks.
Right.
San Antonio, eventually they're gonna have to pay their dudes, but they got all their young dudes is on rookie contracts. Castle and Harper, Vassell, Wimby. You know what I'm saying? The only dudes they paying is like Fox, Barnes, I think.
Right.
And like with OKC, Shea and Home and Harkenstein, the only dudes they paying. Harkenstein making 30.
They didn't they pay Jay Will? They didn't pay Jay Will. I thought they played Jay Will and Chet.
Not
But
Max. Definitely not Max.
right.
They might have gave them some, and if they did, that's probably in their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Giving them some rookie shit early.
Nah, them niggas is definitely playing chess.
Right.
While the rest of us is playing checkers.
Nah, that's real talk. And it's painful, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because I
Caruso,
listen to, huh?
Caruso getting 18, Lou Dort getting 18. They about to drop him.
Well,
Harden,
they said it's between him and Harkenstein.
oh yeah, shit. Chet only getting 13, so that's probably still his rookie shit.
Right.
And
Jay Will.
where the hell is Jay Will? Jay, oh shit, he only getting 6.5, so he's still on his rookie shit.
That's what I'm saying. They haven't caked nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's time for them to cake is when they're gonna be bringing them lottery picks they got coming. Because they got the 16th pick this year.
12th.
12. Okay, they mocking them to get Yexelberg.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. He fit perfect with them. He's ready to play.
Right.
They said that's who's mocking them. Yexelberg from Michigan could come right in and take somebody's spot and let somebody else go get paid somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They just set up real nice, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Um, so you know, if AR got to walk, let him. I mean, I hear like obviously ideal would be to get something for him because I think we're under this magical illusion that he's valued out on the market, which I I'd be surprised. Like, I mean, obviously there are some teams like a Utah or a Milwaukee where
Sacramento.
he fit the demographic, right?
Mm, mm.
But yeah, let him. Yeah, go to Sacramento. Go to some. Just go get your money,
No,
cause
that's what I
ain't no contender trying to cake you.
to
Ar
build around you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we thought. That's what we talking about doing. Wait, hold up, real quick. Let me turn this light up. Nah, it's crazy because I feel like this how it is with the Dodgers and their prospects. They be so hyped to us, then we let them go and they be trash. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the first time we really had a player in this kind of position, like with AR. You know what I mean? Like a young, homegrown. I mean, usually with our young dudes, we already know. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a Kobe or some shit, or you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never no. Should we keep this nigga? Like, is he a prospect? You know what I mean?
Like,
So
who was the dude that ended up leaving? I think he in Washington now. Did we see him?
THT
No. He was on our team that won the chip. Might have he would come off the bench, like 6'9", light skinned dude. He was part
Kuzma,
of Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Kuzma was probably the last dude we had because everybody else we drafted, and it was funny because as you was describing what OKC and some of these other squads are doing, it's like that's what we had before we mortgaged for LeBron and AD.
Right.
But all them dudes who, as rookies, was trending the right way, and we would have been like, all right, what do we do? Like we traded them all, and Kuzma was the only one we kept. And I remember it being a question with him, like, all right, do
Do
we?
you cake him?
Right, and ultimately, I think we decided not to. I don't know. Did he stay? Did he come back the year after we won the chip, or was that?
I
Was
think he
that
did.
okay? He wasn't old cake yet.
Nah, I think he did come back. And it's crazy because he's like the one of our young dudes that didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say didn't pan out because he's still in the league, but Randall, Hart, even Clarkson, you know what I'm saying? I think it's one more. Lonzo is in. Oh, D'Lo. I feel like they all showed a little bit more than Kuzma once they left.
Mm, damn. He averaged 17 and 8.
The
17.
year after,
Then he averaged 21 and 7. Then he averaged 22 and 7. But of course, these are on trash ass teams.
well, these are the years after he left us.
Yeah.
Mm.
He did average 18 one season with us, 19. His second year averaged 16 as a rookie. Kuzma was, I mean, he fit that mold. Like all them dudes. I mean,
Nah,
all
no
them
doubt.
dudes showed enough to be like, all right, there's something there.
He can be a key player on a winning team. But LeBron was like, nah.
I need some clutch. I need some
Or
clutch players.
right.
Contavious.
Nah. Who helped? We could use him back.
Man, please.
Him and Finney Smith.
Contavious was cool, but only reason he was on the squad because he was signed to clutch.
But he was a 3-and-D dude though.
Yeah.
Those is actually the kind of dudes we need. You know what I'm saying? Like Casey, like Finney Smith. Another 3-and-D dude that Luca loves. We need to find dudes like that. And it's crazy because he started playing a dude Thero. And I'm like, man, I mean, he fits that profile of the 3-and-D, but you should have been playing him all year. He loved throwing niggas in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like he did Cleveland last year, who hadn't played all season. I mean, Thero had got into some games this year, but I'm like, come on, man. Like, and people are using that as he's trying, like he's trying to find shit. And I'm like, I guess, but not that. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I think Thero could be that kind of dude we need. But to expect him to pull that out of himself against OKC in the second round of the playoffs is a little much to ask, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, I mean, they got us in that position though. You know what I mean? They really got us in that position of nigga. What else y'all got? Y'all want to try anything else?
Bronny?
Right. Nah, I would put him in. Shit.
Yeah, well, tonight's gonna be the night. Whatever you
That what?
got, whatever you got, what's our coach's name? Ready?
JJ.
Whatever you got, JJ, like you can't hold no cards tonight. Like whatever you got, you gotta fire that shit tonight and hope it stick.
Yeah, I have zero hope for tonight. Zero. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
probably gonna load up on OKC tonight.
They was only favored by like 9.5 game three.
8.5. It's 12 and a half tonight.
And that's the thing. I don't feel like this is not, and I kind of said this last week. I mean, I felt like, all right, this is not going to be an embarrassment. Like what Philly did, that was an embarrassment. Like they just got dug out, no resistance. We ain't gonna make y'all even fight for it, New York. What we
You
go,
don't think?
huh?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying what the Lakers is going through is nothing like what New York just did to Philly. Like
I
coming
mean,
in, if you said a team was going to lose, get swept, and lose by an average of 25, even though we probably losing by an average of 18 to 20, those is all late pullaways. Like the first
right.
3 quarters have always been competitive.
Or at least the first two. And that's what I was gonna say. That's why I was waiting for you to finish. It feels similar to that year or those 2 years against Denver, where we just don't. The game is too long. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I've heard Ned Coletti say that about the Dodgers.
Mm.
He said the games be too long for the opponents and the season is too long. You know what I'm saying? If we play a whole season, they gonna pull away from everybody, how they build. And the same thing with a game. They're like teams be hanging for 6, 7 innings, and then they like, damn, we gotta play 2 more innings against these niggas. And I feel like that's how the game's been with the Lakers. Like after game two, I was like, the game is just too long for us. We was up at the half and lost by dub. So like game three, we was up. I think we was up at the half that game.
Yeah.
And I said we was up by one, I think. And I told Gino we gonna lose by dub. And he was like, easy. And we did. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, cause that's those waves they got. You know what I'm saying? Like we can play the kind of basketball we need to play for like a half and sometimes even into the third. But it's like one mental breakdown, one like period of mental breakdown, and you down dub. Like it happens quick. You know what I'm saying? And then it ain't like the kind of dub where you come back from. You know, sometimes it just be ebbs and flows like that. They push out on you, you push back out on them, back and forth. Once they get up on you, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like we ain't never had no run. I mean, maybe once we've been up 10, maybe. I can't even remember. But we might have. You know what I'm saying? But our runs don't do that. Our runs be just to keep us, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep us within 4 to 6 or up 4 to 6. Like they runs is like the hammer. Like, you know what I'm saying? They finish you with they run. You be like, damn. And it happens so quick. You know what I mean? It'd be like a 2 minute, oh damn, we down 15. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, game 2 was when I came to that realization, like, okay, we just don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, we gonna let y'all hang for a half, like whatever. And the bad part is Shea ain't killing. Because somebody on the radio, because they was like, the Lakers are trying to take Shea away and let the others beat him. And the others have been beating him. You know what I'm saying? So somebody on the radio was like, well, why not try the other way? Why not try to take the others away and let Shea go off? You know what I'm saying? And see how that go. I don't know. I don't like that one. But you like you were saying, JJ need to try something, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Shea hit you for 50.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, let Shea go off. Now Shea got 50. Now what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's funny because I was listening back to the last episode and I'm like, dude, I sound like an imbecile. The way shit played out, I was like, you sound ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was really like, nah, man, we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not counting us out like I did in that Houston series. I got Lakers in 7, you know what I'm saying? And man, they have given no signs of being able to win a game. You know what I mean? Like, and now down 3-0, that's the thing. Like, I feel like they really have been trying for the first 3 games. But down 3-0, your motivation gets tested. I don't think that's been a question. The first 3 games, I never felt like these niggas don't even want to win. I felt like they was really trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Now tonight, what is your reason to try to really win?
To go back to OKC and get
Right.
avalanched.
Right. To take another flight. You already at home. You know what I'm saying? To pack up and go on the road one more time to get dug out.
To OKC. Of all places.
Right. It ain't like y'all going to Vegas or New York. Nah, so tonight I feel like their motivation is gonna be in question, which even when it's not in question and they playing as hard as they can't come within 15 points of this team. And it's all second half. Like they haven't been up 15 at the half. I don't think they've covered a first half yet. And we might have won a couple first halves outright, which would have been huge dogs.
Right.
Because we probably been getting 8 every first half. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, I think that's in question. This could be a night where we are down dub at the half. And crypto's funneling out. You know what I'm saying? As we finish in our season with Adu Thero, Drew Timmy, Ronnie.
Connect 4.
Right. On the floor. And they really talking about where do the Lakers go from here. Like, I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I can't see, well, they haven't shown me any other pathway. Like, you know what I mean? What, at this point, you ain't bringing in no new players.
Talking about this series or going into next year?
Nah, this point of the season, like, this point of the series, the season, like, I'm just trying to think of a way where this ain't going to be the last game.
Yeah, I mean, from a pride perspective, it's like, all right, man, like, let's not get swept. You know, like these Boston fans been talking shit.
To us?
Yeah. I mean, and you know, they gonna eventually like we not gonna win this series. So eventually the curtain gonna drop and it's gonna be like, man, y'all trash, is what Cat's gonna be saying. It hurts more when that's coming down in a sweep. So I mean,
we lasted longer than them.
Yeah,
And they was the favorites to come out the East.
No doubt.
We weren't at any point. We wasn't even supposed to come out the first round.
Yeah.
So I can't believe they would be rich enough to talk shit about us. And they in turmoil. They talking about trading Brown.
Right.
I guess since they went out, it's beefing. They beefing.
Well, Brown been on these damn podcasts or
talking shit.
Right.
I mean, we ain't got none of that.
Nah, it's coming.
You think? You think Bron and Luka gonna be scrapping?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing.
LeBron's gonna go quietly. And he, of course, ain't gonna say nothing. It's gonna be Rich Paul little ass, but
right. I don't think LeBron's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? That's the part. Where he gonna go? Because that's the other part of what they was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless like Golden State get Kawhi or Giannis and he go there, Cleveland, you know what I mean? He got a better chance of winning with us. And they was like, LeBron really does not want to pack his shit up and move. So if he do, it's got to be something, you know what I'm saying? Something real nice, not to Cleveland where they about to go out. Like he like, I stay here and go out. If that's gonna be the case, you know what I'm saying? If we going out second round, I can go out second round in LA. So it's like that's the other part. Like, shit. I'm feeling like I'm putting it at 60-40 that LeBron coming back with us.
Yeah, I don't see it.
So where do you
The Lakers, I mean, the Lakers give a damn where he go. Like, you can go to play in looters, 40 and over. Like, LeBron, we can give a damn. We just
right. I think I'm saying no, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying their approach is gonna be the model we building ain't about narratives, it ain't about stories, it's about we going in a new direction.
Okay, and I'm bringing it up to say it's going to be more once LeBron sees it ain't no other option or it ain't no better option, then he's going to turn to coming back to us. It ain't so much the Lakers, because you're right. He ain't under contract, so it would have to be the Lakers approving of it. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, it's going to be more where LeBron comes back like, okay, I'm coming back for 15 or 12. You know what I'm saying? Then at that point, do the Lakers say no? You know what I mean? Like, you just listed the numbers of some of these dudes, what you get for 13.
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be fit a lot more than financial. Like, financial going to be a part of it too, but it's going to really be like, are you a good fit for what we trying to build? And I mean, this year, I don't think this year is replicable for him.
This thing. Because I was going to say this year has shown his flexibility, though. He went from the dude to playing a role to back to the dude in one season. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, love him or hate him, a lot of stars can't do that, or wouldn't be willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? But then you come with I don't know if that's replicable, which is a clear question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy do.
Because that's what Rachel Nichols brought that up. That was her point. Like, it's one thing to do what LeBron is doing for the last 20 or so games, but is he willing to commit to do that for a whole season? You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what you were saying is like, is what can he do what he did again for the whole year, going in knowing that's what it's going to be this time? Because going into this year, he didn't know it was going to be like that.
And he didn't play, the first month?
Right. Thinking he was going to show us that how much we needed him. And really what it showed is, hey, you need to switch your role up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So again, he thought he was coming in and going to sit out and be like, yeah, that's because y'all didn't extend me. You know what I'm saying? And him doing that was like, oh, that let AR get off. That let Luke and AR develop a chemistry. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, okay, Bron. Because he kind of rushed. Well, he didn't rush back, but all of a sudden it was like, now Bron healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just out the blue, he was like, okay, I'm ready now. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't go through no, like,
Rehab.
He's back in full court activity.
Ready to start. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this year, and that's what the key would be. This year, it would be going in knowing LeBron, this is how it's going to be. Are you willing to commit to that for 82 games or 60 or however? And that was the other part. They was like, coming in, they probably going to let him know that we only going to expect you to play 50 games or whatever that number is. And then the offs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't going to be, we putting this full load on you. And this, again, these are all things he would have to accept. So, you know what I'm saying? But again, I mean, we're talking about LeBron. Not putting him up on no pedestal like that, but I'm just saying for 12 to 15, I just don't see how better you can spend that money. I mean, DeAndre Ayton probably gonna be wanting that next year.
Right. Yeah. This is going to put this new ownership to the test in many ways. Because
I'm ready for it.
You dealing with the GOAT. A GOAT.
Right. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see what they gonna do. Cause like they was saying, that's one of our weaknesses. Is like we got one GM, you know what I'm saying? And our scouting staff is real small. Like they was like, that's where you find these players on the margins. You know what I'm saying? It's scouting, having a big, like I think we gonna probably bring in a couple. They might not all be called GMs, but GM types. It ain't gonna just be Rob. If Rob is still even here. You know what I'm saying? Like the Clippers, they got like 2-3 dudes. I feel like that's what's one of the major changes that this new regime is gonna have to bring in. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like that's gonna help make the LeBron decision easier. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be able to staff up like that this offseason though. It still may be just like a Rob and maybe one of the other dudes. Because they got Farhan over here with the Lakers now from the Dodgers, and one other Dodger dude. They already brought up. He might have been like an agent. I don't know, but it's a couple dudes that work for the Dodgers that's already over here working, doing shit for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they gonna make it more of a group decision.
Right.
As opposed to Rob said you can come back, LeBron, or Jeannie said you can come back. You know what I'm saying? I think they gonna run it more through like a 3-4 man analytical process and say, okay, LeBron, this is what we came up with. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that process is gonna say LeBron at a discounted rate is a value. I mean, if he wants $40-50 million, it's over. Like we're not even having this conversation if LeBron is not willing to take a drastic pay cut. Like that's the only way we can even have this talk. But I
Right.
feel like that's gonna happen to him anywhere he go. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland ain't gonna pay him 50. The Warriors ain't gonna pay him 50. And that's why I'm saying once he comes to that realization, it's gonna be like, well, damn, if I'm gonna take a discount, where do I want to do that at? Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? If one of them teams say, LeBron, we paying you 40 to 50, then he's bouncing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna do that.
Yeah. I think he done. I
With
don't know.
us,
I don't know where he going or what we gonna bring instead. I just feel like we ready to chart this ship in a new direction.
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
I,
think
I
I don't think you can do that with LeBron.
on
LeBron on
board.
some level is still gonna be LeBron.
It's funny because I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna say, so you saying a new direction cannot be charted with LeBron in a different role? A new direction can only be LeBron is no longer on the squad. It can't be LeBron is playing like a super Draymond role. Like a Draymond where it can't be that. You think his aura is just too big. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's how I feel, but I can respect that. Like, cause that's in play. You know what I'm saying? You think no. I think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? I think it's possible, but I can see where it could be no, because he's a big figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to play with him.
Right. Right. Nah. Regardless of how much he making, like
Right, right.
unless
Nah,
it's gonna
that yeah.
be
Once they get on the court, that's not even
right.
because he a
Exactly.
billionaire.
That's my exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Once they
like,
get on the court, unless he is saying I'm taking a lesser role, it ain't going. You can't be like, LeBron, you only make 20 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's it's gonna have to be him accepting to let these dudes get off. You know what I'm saying? If he still got that I'm the dude in him mentality, like, yeah, it's not gonna work. And I think that's the conversation they're gonna have to have. You know what I'm saying? Going into the season, he's gonna have to know that's how it is. Like going into this season, he didn't think that. He still felt like it's me and Luca and then AR. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sit out and show y'all that. And once he sat out and we was like, LeBron, we actually like this better. He was like, okay, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. So if he come back, he would have to know. But that's the thing. Even if he say that's what he gonna do before the season start, that don't mean that's how it's gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? He could all of a sudden be like, all right, man, you know what I mean? I'm
right,
back. I need the main role again.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they decide we in this murky window where San Antonio OKC is pulling away and we ain't gonna be able to make up that gap in one off season or even two off seasons, or the available pieces ain't gonna really the pieces we need to make up that gap ain't available this summer. In that
Mm-hmm.
kind of scenario, I could see LeBron coming back if the squad is like, we are not in a championship window. Like we are just trying to put a competitive squad together. If they are like, nah, fuck that. Like even if we gotta tank, even if we gotta if we gotta trash out for a year to get what we need in motion, then that's what we gonna do. Then I don't think LeBron is a part of that.
It's funny because I feel like everything you were saying about them saying the window, you know what I'm saying? These teams is moving away from us, and we might be 1, 2 off seasons away. But next year's draft is trash. So it ain't gonna be out of the draft. And then like, what's the free agent? You know what I'm saying? Like, who will we be looking to target? Because it's like for this offseason, they saying is Giannis. Like, if we find a way to get Giannis, how does that close the gap? Luka, Giannis, and LeBron. I mean, I don't think it closes it. Not I don't think it doesn't close it enough. We would still be third seed max.
Right. You don't want Embiid, huh?
Nah, I would take him. I would take Embiid. Embiid would do a very similar thing, I think, than to Giannis. And probably would be easier to get. But the only thing about that is his injury, you know what I'm saying? His injury quotient is way higher than Giannis's. Giannis get injured too, but not on the level of Embiid. But if we could somehow pry Embiid up out of Philly, you know, I'd be with that. Who I really want us to get is Joker. Because Joker coming to the end of his shit with Denver. They're in a position of trying to, you know what I'm saying? They not like us because they got a ring already out of the deal, but they feeling that pull away too. You know what I'm saying? They feeling that top of the West moving away from them just like it's moving away from us. You know what I'm saying? So they've been talking about what's gonna happen with Giannis. I mean with Joker. Joker and Luka? Oh my God. I would want to see that. 2 walking triple doubles.
Yeah, the draft next year is trash. They got Elijah Arenas as the projected number 1 pick.
Wow, I heard somebody else's name. Tucker? Is it a Tucker?
There's Tyron Stokes, the number
That
1
might be
player,
it. That might be it.
the number 1 high school player who just signed with Kansas.
Right.
But they got him slotted to go 5th. After Jay Crow, they got Jay Crow going 4th.
Wow. In next year's draft?
Caleb Holt, the dude that I think was the co-MVP of McDonald's who going to Arizona, he the 3rd pick. The cat that's going to BYU, they got him as the top one and done dude.
So these is all freshmen coming in that they giving these top 5 spots to.
And then Elijah Arenas, who's going to be his 2nd year in the
at SC.
I don't even know if he's going to be at SC. He might be
at Duke.
So yeah,
and it's crazy because you was talking about how epically trash this McDonald's game was.
Yeah,
and that's these dudes,
right?
Nah, somebody was saying this draft was historically trash. This one coming up, not this one now, the next one. Yeah, the one you looking at, because they was talking about the whole tanking scenario. That's even more reason why people was tanking this year, is because next year it's like they're not gonna have to worry about tanking next year.
It's gonna be hard to tank for one, and for two, ain't nothing to tank for.
Right, nah, and they were saying the rule changes. They're like, before the rule changes, they're like, shit, y'all needed the rule changes for this season. Next season, ain't nobody gonna be trying to tank. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tanking for these dudes.
Right. Not that I'm saying the Lakers need to be tanking for that scenario, because who even know if we got our pick? Looks like we do.
Right, but I was just putting the scenarios out there.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's either draft or
Free
free
agent.
agency. Right, right. But since we brought that up and we was trying to wrap it up before the Laker game start, what you think about the lottery?
Um,
How it fell?
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't. Like I didn't, everybody, at least Charles and Shaq and them was like, please let OKC get the one pick.
Yeah,
And
see, that's what I didn't want.
I saw you post something that was like, if OKC get the one pick, I'm not watching hoop
Yeah,
next year.
next season.
Um, nah, I want it. And I said this one of the last times we talked about it. I was like, don't award these teams as always in this position, which is what Washington and who ended up
You
getting the 2 pick.
Utah, who's not
What?
always in that position. The Bulls got 4, I think,
Right.
who's not always in that position. And
Getting the Bulls the 1 pick, I thought would have been great. Like if the Bulls had got it, like Dallas getting it last year, like just keep making it to where this shit is super unpredictable. Uh,
yeah, because
and
Golden
then,
State had a chance to get it.
right. And then obviously I didn't like that the Clippers ended up being a winner in the lotto after, they still paying off the Paul George trade. So on the one hand, I love the fact that they still losing assets for giving up a better player than what they got back. But then because Indiana fell out the top 4, they ended up with the 5th pick, which is higher than they was supposed to get just based on where they finished their season.
The Clippers,
Yeah, so
nah.
they
I
came
love.
out yesterday real happy.
Wait, say it again.
The Clippers came out of yesterday real happy.
Yeah, they did, but they got the 5th pick. You know what I'm saying? Which,
It's a cuff in this mock.
yeah, nah. And I was gonna say, which is a good. It turns out to be a good trade. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they got that because of the Zubac trade.
Right.
But you think they're gonna take a cuff though?
That's what this mock is saying. I
Because they
don't.
got young guards.
Right.
But see, that's always what gets you in trouble. That's why Portland didn't take Jordan.
Right. It's gonna be some other stuff they can do, but they ended up with the 5th pick, and they saying this the best draft since '96.
Right. Which I heard some people like, hold on, let's let these dudes play first. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
it's funny because, wait, hold up. Not as funny, but I liked how it turned out because some of the teams that tanked it worked for, and some of the teams that tanked it didn't work for. So it wasn't a one size fits all. It wasn't like, yeah, you tank, it works. Because Indiana was tanking. And it didn't work.
But they
You know what I'm
lost their
saying?
best player. But
Right,
yeah,
but they was still tanking this season though.
but they traded for a starting center. Like they was set up nice. I mean, I would feel much better about this if Indiana had got one of them top 4 picks. I low key like Indiana. I feel like they was straight in apology mode yesterday. Like they GM was
Because it
saying,
didn't work.
right,
That's why he was apologizing. Because he was like, yeah, we tried to tank and we didn't get our pick. And they were saying this because how he framed the deal with the Clippers. Because they was like, if the deal had said top 5 protected pick, they would have kept it.
mm,
And that's a small. You could have got that. You know what I'm saying? When you making that deal. instead of saying top 4 protected, top 5. But they was like, he could have pushed it out to top 8. The Clippers would have made that deal if it was a top 8 protected pick. But you made it top 4. You know what I'm saying? So they were saying that's part of why he was apologizing, because he stepped in it. Like, you could have made a better deal. Like, it was the structure of the deal that put y'all in this position.
You think? I don't think the Clippers know some shit. Like the Clippers are organizationally sound.
Nah, they are. But I'm saying, you think back then at the trade deadline, if they had been, the Clippers would have been like, nah, this got to be a top 4 pick.
For Zubac?
Yeah.
Nah,
we have to have a top 4 pick for
Zubac? It wasn't random, my dude. They didn't just randomly land on top 4.
Right, but usually it's top 5 protected. Like, I've never heard it be top 4. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point, is he got swindled.
But you see you see how they did the lotto. Like, they established the top 4, then they go to commercial. Like 5 through 14, they almost feel like it's boilerplate. Like when they got to, all right, we know who the top 4 are. Then it was like, all right, let's take a breath. Let's go to commercial. We're going to come back and figure out, all right, who 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know. Even Lennon was sitting there watching it, and she was like, I'm so confused. And low key, so was I. It's like, it's hard to keep up with
who's in, who's out.
Right. Because, when it would come up, they'd be like, oh, shit. So Chicago's in the top 4, but they still don't like the 12th spot.
Right.
I'm like, oh, shit. Y'all already know who's jumping
Memphis moved up.
Right.
That's what they were saying. Nah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, to me, it was worth the gamble for them.
Like, for Indiana?
Yeah, they was like, nigga, let's roll these dice. We about to get Zubac and Darren Peterson. Let's go. Let's throw them dice. And if we don't get it, then
I'm going to be apologizing to my fans. And then next year, I'm going to be fired.
And I'm going to be putting it on like we got our starting center. Like, we got a starter out of this. Like, the same way we try to spin it with the Rams, 29th pick became, our boy, our corner.
Big Duffy, but that's different. That's one of the best corners in the league.
Zubac
for the 29th pick. You know what I'm saying? If they gave up a top 5 pick, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
draft. Yeah. Nah.
They got robbed. And I mean, they already know they got robbed. You know what I'm saying? They're not even waiting for the picks to be made. The GM is already like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? This did not work out how we thought it was going to work out. You know what I'm saying? But how the order is, though, like, Utah might try to trade up.
From the 2 spot?
Yeah. To get Ibanza. Because, that's who they wanted. I would love that. And that's, Washington. Come on, y'all, Washington. Y'all get Darren Peterson and ruin him. Like, that seemed like it fit way better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all tricking him off and letting Ibanza go to Utah and do cool.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's what they were saying about the Clippers at Free Life. They was like, they may not draft that.
Right. Now, I could definitely see them doing something OKC-ish in this spot. Like, they could easily try to parlay it. I could see that.
Right. Nah, that's what they saying. Like, because, you said Acuff at 5, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they had gotten a little bit higher than that, well, clearly the top 3 is where you want it to be. But now they in a position where they could want to move that pick. I mean, and really, I'm gonna say the top 2. And it's funny because I was joking with some people in my hoop chat. I was like, Washington gonna blow that pick. Watch, they gonna draft Cam Boozer because I guess he's probably number 3, huh?
Yeah. And
But
they giving mad love to Caleb Wilson.
I was just about to say, but your boy from North Carolina is rising. That's Wilson. Yeah, nah, they said his workouts have been incredible. Like he's showing jumper in the workouts. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's what I was gonna say when you was I was asking you what number was Bougie. I was like, dude from North Carolina is skyrocketing right now. He's 6'9".
Yeah.
Cause I was hearing some Kobe shit about him.
Mm.
But he didn't play, you know what I'm saying? He sat out a lot of the season, so he didn't really get a chance to see it.
Nah, I mean, he got hurt at the end, but it was really only his hand. Like
Mm.
he broke a finger or something. Like, but it wasn't no questions. Like, obviously, Darren Peterson was the one that had all the questions. Like, is this nigga tough enough? He ain't playing because of cramps and all. Like
Right.
Caleb Wilson, it wasn't none of that kind of shit.
Mm.
He didn't miss no games till he got hurt, and then the injury, like I said, was just want to say even his offhand.
Mm.
Um, but nah, he was because I mean I think they was kind of saying if Carolina had made it to maybe the second weekend of the tournament,
He would have been back.
he he could have played perhaps. So nah, I mean if he fall to the Clippers,
Nah, he ain't falling there.
I mean well they got him fourth right now.
Right. And he's moving up. That's why I asked that, because I was like, I think he could pass Boozer.
Mm.
I think he could end up the 3rd pick.
Or the second shit. Utah's like
In
we
my
know it.
mind, Utah gonna trade up. Utah gonna find a way to get to number 1. Washington gonna take Peterson at 2. And then that's Memphis on the clock at 3.
Yeah.
They take dude. The Bulls are at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I heard him going was to the Bulls, because they were saying that that's what the Bulls need is a high upside young player.
Right.
Damn, the Laker game started.
Yeah, man. Let's go on and get with it.
Yeah, we down already, huh? Oh, so it's on Amazon. It's not even on NBC. They showed us the other game on NBC and put the Laker game on Amazon. That's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. They like
Wow.
we need content too.
If they could have flipped that around, though,
True.
they could have put that first game on Amazon and let us see the Laker game on NBC.
Right.
Well, all right, man. Yeah, let's wrap it up and let's get to this funeral. We already late for the funeral, you know what I'm saying? Let's get our seats and shit. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, man, again. That's been tuning in. Everybody that's been reaching out with the comments. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. You playing us off?
Yeah, shit. Taps was playing on his own.
Shit. I hope we wrong. I
I'm
hope
clear.
next week we still playing, you know what I'm saying? But I can't, you know what I mean? I can't in good conscience no longer die on that hill, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all continue to subscribe, like, share, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna continue to come with the content. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one. I'm Kareem. That's Rod. Lake Show, baby. We out.